blisters. I'd like to welcome everyone to the 5 p.m. garage session. I am your host and lead mechanic, Mech Rashawn. Salute to everybody who pulls up. Welcome to the garage, home of the worldwide mechanics. They not famous, but they stainless. Salute to everybody who pulls up. Thank you for dropping through to talk some good old fashioned hip hop. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the likes, hit the share, so people see how we do it around here. I'm just gonna give it a second for a couple of the mechanics to pull up, but this is gonna be do something a little unique this time, a little different. Hold on, let me hit this light. Welcome to New York. Um, last yesterday, I asked everyone to let me know if I should check for the new Kanye West album. I'm not gonna go back over all my issues with it and the idea of doing it, but I asked people. And I told you guys to let me know. B74 salute, original mechanic in the building. Salute, darling. Thank you for stopping in. Hit the likes, hit the shares, hit the likes, hit the subs. Like, sub. I asked everybody. Here they pulling up. Working and lurking today. You welcome to work and lurk every day in here, B. You already know what it is. But y'all remember, I asked the comment section, should I check for the new Kanye West album? And instead of just, I figured the cool thing to do would be to read the responses. And, y'all tell me if I should play that album or not. First thing I got, the latest. I got them in order from latest to, you get it. First thing I got, wow. Some guy named Jay said, nope. As a former Kanye fan, I clocked out after Pablo 2016. This is for kids. Every dynasty falls. Sheesh. Nightfall 914 said, been off West for a decade now. Wow. Oh, just so you know, I see that people are falling in. Y'all remember yesterday I asked everybody if I should check for the Kanye West album, if I should go play Beast. I was a little conflicted, not sure if I should actually give it any run or not. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the likes, hit the share, so people see how we do it around here. Shout out to all the mechanics pulling up. Get your overalls, get your coveralls, get your tools. Let's get this thing on the rack, see where we at. Yeah, okay, I'm going to start over. Some guy named Jay, 3130. Nope, as a former Kanye fan, I clocked out after Pop. Matter of fact, I'm not going to. Should I read off the names? I'll read off the names. People around here ain't shook or nothing. Uh, nope, former Kanye fan checked out. Been off of Nightfall said, been off West for over a decade now. Bamboo 28 said, judging by the comments, I'm good on that. Not checking for Harlow either, especially with a slew of white artists who grew out of their black phase once they got what they wanted from the culture and the country's political culture shifted. Bamboo 28, I get you. I feel you. Quentin Moore 9390 said, I listened. It's mid. Okay, this is not going well. It's not boding. Sagwa Witch just said nah. Damn. Rob Stark 9274 said you would love Donda. I'm asking about Beast. And Rob is giving me a whole other album to go check for. And then he replied again, said, Donda and Vultures was hard. Nothing Ye did worse than Jay stuff with the NFL. I beg to differ, Playboy. I beg to differ. The NFL is giving us moments. The only thing I don't like that Jay did was when he's got a couple of missteps in my opinion. Some things that I would have brought up during that GQ interview, like, do you still feel that we're past kneeling when clearly we're not? I definitely would have got at him about that, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. Without Jay doing his 1-2, we don't get Bad Bunny, we don't get Kendrick, like we don't get Dr. Dre and Snoop. Nah, you gotta miss me with that. Calvin Campbell, one of the original mechanics. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm not checking for the West Indies. He's probably down in here right now. Original mechanic Calvin Campbell says, for me, it's absolutely simple, and probably because I'm fairly black and white on most things. And I would not listen and will never listen to Kanye, Nicki, and Snoop, simply because a moral compass has to play some part in who we give our attention to. If Kanye was a ex-offender, you know what I mean? I don't want to say and get flagged. Would this even be a conversation or a thought, regardless of how good the music is? We would have cut him off a long time ago, and we wouldn't even think about checking for him or his music. Because at some point, our moral compass and judgment has to play a part and has to be the final judge of who we let into our lives in any way. He has said some seriously egregious things, and for the most part meant it. And his siding with Trump, I'm assuming you meant siding up with, his siding up with Trump was my line in the sand. As Nicki, they will never be able to cross my path, and Snoop in a similar way, because if we don't stand for something, we'll let anything slide. They are done and honestly couldn't care less what they do. And also why most of us haven't checked for Jack, because of the foolishness he said. So without telling you how to live your life, I wouldn't stain your soul by entertaining his music or antics. Yo. First of all, shout out to one of the original mechanics, Calvin Campbell 64. One time for the bro. He might be in here now. I haven't even been looking, but he might be in here. Calvin, first of all, Calvin, like all the mechanics, Calvin, Funk, uh, B74, they don't hold their tongue. And we talking about diehard hip hop heads. This is not. Yeah, I was on. You see what I'm saying? Like this. Welcome to the land of the mechanics, bro. Mechanics give it up. The people who rock with me, they give it up. You heard the bro, and this is right there in the comment section. I'm not. You heard the bro. Salute to Calvin. DJ All Day, another real mechanic. Honest reaction, track, punch drunk, whatever works, and I can't wait. Remind you of 20 years ago, Kanye, 20 years ago, West. The rest songs are about a minute 57 to 2:58 minutes. Not for my ears. So you got like 3 out of 80. Punch drunk, whatever works, and I can't wait. That's 3 out of 18. That's a terrible ratio. Let me see here. Short answer from Furry. That was DJ All Day, by the way. Shout out to DJ All Day, original mechanic. Furry B Productions said short answer no, long answer hell no. Damn, Furry. Damn, Furry. Okay, so that was it. Didn't even get a lot of. Not a lot of people even felt the need to jump in. But the ones who did, I guess I'm not checking for the album. Yeah, Furry. What a way to end it. What a way to end it. Shout out to Furry. That's that. 23 hours ago. So I think I'm going to do this from now on. I think I'm going to do this from now on. I think I'm going to jump back in, get into the comments on a certain post, and read these off and go over it. Yeah, part of me feels the need to give Ye at least one listen. Not because I'm looking to reignite my support or like, restate my fandom of dude, but like just because when he does something that makes noise, you kind of just need to stay in the loop. But then I got, like Calvin said, like there's a moral compass here, and that part has got me like, you do the job or not. I can do what I want, or I can do what I should do. What I should do is check for the album just to see what it's hitting for. So when the conversation comes up, I can have it. But like what I want to do is totally ignore bro and just call it a day. Real spill, real spill. But the people have spoken. My God, the people have spoken. Yeah, Jesus, the people have spoken. The people have spoken. You know what? Because we only got a handful of comments in this one, we'll do a round two. We'll do a round two. People who watch this video, hop down in the. Oh, hold on. One time for India. Salute. Oh, we got a mechanic from India. Salute. Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. Make yourself at home around here. The mechanics are super friendly, and all we do is talk hip hop and good stuff. So, thank you very much for pulling up. If you need anything specific, please see B74. She's the go-to for all things mechanic around these parts. She's one of them ones. Definitely holla at her. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's try again. Let's run it back. Just so I got a sample size. We do like 2 out of 3. This one is definitely telling me, nah, don't touch it. Party people, head down in the comment section. Let me know, especially if you've heard it already. Cool. If you were planning on listening to it and you checked for it, cool. If you weren't planning on listening to it at all, then feel no need to go listen to it in order to give me your assessment. I don't want anybody who's standing on business the way Calvin is, on like a moral, taking a moral stance against listening or supporting the album. I don't want you to compromise that to go just to give me the advice that I'm looking for. However, if you were planning on listening to it, check it and let me know if I should. If you were not planning on checking for it, you can say that too. Just like a couple of heads on here already did. If you're planning on saying that, if you're planning on checking for it, pull up and say that. Like I'm trying to get a feel. I'm trying to get a feel. I'm honestly trying to figure out if I should check for this album or not. And I want your advice. I want you guys to tell me what the move is and if this is something worth checking for. Again, salute to all the mechanics in the room. Here for a good time, not a long time. Oh God, yo, listen. I'm not staying on super long because I got rehearsal tonight. You guys know, if you've paid any attention or you've heard me. If you check for my IG, you see that I got a show coming up on the 25th, Littlefield in Brooklyn. It's an event called The Craft. I'm actually getting to open for Graf and Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel and Graf are two of the heads on the show, on the roster. I can't even talk. So I'm getting my rehearsal on because I ain't trying to show up there and be the weak link in the chain. Y'all have the best day. God willing, I will be back here tomorrow at 5 o'clock to check for the results of today's joint. Again, y'all let me know. I'm taking y'all word for it. I'm trusting y'all. Big announcements on the way. Cannot wait to share these things. Just give me like a few more days to pull it all together. But absolutely, let me know what you think of the Kanye album. Let me know if it's something that I should check for. I'm listening to y'all. I'm listening to y'all. I'm listening to y'all. In the meantime, in between time, I'm your man, Mr. Mac Rashawn. This is the 5 p.m. garage session. God willing, I will be back here tomorrow night at 5 p.m. to go live with y'all again. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the likes, hit the shares. People see how we do it around here. Let's go ahead, hang up the coveralls, hang up the tool belt, get this car off the rack, see where we at. And I will see you guys back here, same mech time, same mech channel. The garage is now officially closed for the evening. Have the best time you can. I'll see you back here again tomorrow. Peace.